Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my video. I'm here live today. Actually, I haven't done a live stream for public in a long, long time. So how is it going? I'm here in Dubai. It's really late right now. It's 11:20 in the night, and it's 3:20 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I wanted to do a video because wow, the explosive move, right? Just snatch the bone right out of the bear's mouth, and I want to talk about that a little bit today and see where this thing is going. You see, it was it happened very fast, relatively fast. I mean, you can see these two 4-hour candles here. If we go down to the lower time frames, right, you can see there was a clear right here. I was looking at it and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take a short here because man, if it comes and breaks this, it's probably going higher. And I just didn't mention it in the show, and I should have, because like I was like not interested in any kind of short here, because this thing could like once it breaks out in that level, poof, off it went, and that's what it did. You can see also there's a clear falling wedge here, and so the target is right back up here at the $4,700 $47,500 mark, right up where there's a lot of resistance. So we're gonna probably knock on this door in resistance after like we gave the we were talking about, hey, it's time to give the bears a bone. It didn't give them much of a bone. How much I expected, just at least a little bit more downside to the 43,000, but it just would not. It did not materialize, and you can see we are definitely breaking higher and probably going a lot higher at this point in time. A little too late for the trade, right? The trade was probably right in this section right here. You could have like tried to find a 5-minute entry to go long on this. It was going to be hard, right? And yeah, you can see there was not much you could have looked for an entry on this trade. It was not going to give this to you very easily. This was also another location where there was a clear option for a breakout. If you were watching this, right, you can see the clear W, right? I'm going to just zoom in again. Here we go. I'm going to go back to the 5-minute. You can see that there's a clear W, the action there, right at the trend, at the line. I was trying to decide whether or not to break, and once it did, right, the breakout W was right there. You can see at approximately, let's find out where the breakout price was. $45,500 approximately, about 450 about. And then it tested you, right? Came back, took off, right? Gave you actually your win, but then if you like had your stops to break even, just it checked you out, and then boom, it continued higher, right? So this was definitely your entry point, and then you could have like tried to take this thing higher. Your 2-to-1 was clear too. Yeah, you could have made your 2-to-1 very easily because you know it's right from 45. From the 450 to let's see here, approximately 45,150. So yeah, $350 move, right? You can see that was an easy target to get to from here, right? So it's around the 45,800. So boom, you could have gotten cleared out. Yeah, if you wanted to keep ride it further, it would have been a very tough ride because yeah, you came back and wiped you. It said, hey, you know what? Stop loss, breaking your stop, break even, and boom, and nope, you're not joining us on this rocket ride. Alrighty, so that was what happened today. Wow. Oof. Another breakout move would have been nice was if we took a long at this point here. You can see that the W was there, and there we go. Another point, right, of interest rate is of course this W next is this. There's another bigger W showing up, but it's not the greatest one because we did make some lows here, that newer lows. So I wouldn't count it so much, but it is going to probably, with the Bitcoin going higher, probably going to make a splash or a dent in the price. I'm gonna head over to Ethereum because I'm not gonna count this W because I don't like it. I don't count it. This one for sure, and you see we've already taken the point. The profit taking point was approximately at the 45,900 ish area. So that one is done. Moving over to Ethereum, there's a little bit more of a bigger W that we can see. Ethereum has created a bigger one right here that's clear. It didn't break the lows, so that's good. So you can see that that's a W, and then you can see the smaller ones, indicated, hey, we're turning the corner here, and yeah, we did. So we've broken through a lot of resistance that was once support. You can see that there was support, and now we're broken through. So that is also bullish sign. Anything that comes back in here, it should be most likely a buy because we're creating this clean W to make it go. Basically, let's see where we see this thing going. So let's take that line here and move it and reuse it right here, and then we can see that this was right down to here. And then the top breakout level was at approximately $3,100 or $3,130 to be exact. And our target is right back at the top of the range of $3,300 even, with a little bit of extra dollars for good measure. Yeah, we can see that. Yeah, it's gonna break. It has a target breaking the next support level, which is or resistance level, which is which you can see is at the $3,280 level. So that would be interesting if we break up above that and stay above that. That would put Ethereum back on its bullish trajectory for the next little while. That would be cool. I mean, I'm surprised. I thought we had a little bit more downside for even Ethereum too. We only came back to the 38.2 of the smaller move, right? And that's quite surprising. But this indicates, right, 38.2. Once we resolve the 38.2, you could say the direction is clear. So with resolving 38.2, we've decided, hey, you know what? No, we're not going below it. That's it. The direction has been changed. So we're probably going to go and break the all-time highs instead. Moving back to Bitcoin and determining, let's take a look at the 38.2. See if it only broke through that, came back to the 38.2. No, we didn't even bother with the 38.2. Let's see here on the larger move. Let's start. We'll see it on the smaller move right here. Yep, the 38.2 is also considered resolved. We decided, hey, you know what? Bitcoin does not want to break below the 38.2. So the probability now is that we are breaking above all this resistance levels, and once we do, we're probably not going to come back below it. It's going to be a really rough ride for Bitcoin to trade below the 47,000 ish area, 47,000, 45,000, 47,500 ish area. So yeah, so there it is. Is it going to break above that? And probably is. Like here, we've finally, you can see, take a look. We have broken this downward trend on the momentum finally. So on the 4 hours. So this is a very positive sign. Looking for more bullish continuance in Bitcoin and also in Ethereum for the next little while. Okay, looking at the dominance is still going sideways. I'd like it to actually head down, but it'll do whatever the price action will do, whatever the price action wants to do. And in this case, this is the dominance of whether or not Bitcoin is leading the way. Leading is actually priced. Which market is increasing in value more faster, Bitcoin or the altcoins? And if this is going down, then Bitcoin is actually it doesn't mean it's not going down. It just means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin in a major way, and that will continue to happen because altcoins, one, they represent new opportunities for people who just recently jumped into crypto, and also there's a lower price value because of the unit bias. So people are interested in getting something for getting a lot of something and then hoping for it to be worth $1, $2, $5, $10, or whatever number that they're hoping for. They're always going to be hoping for some sort of round number, I bet you. Shiba Inu, they're probably hoping for 1 penny. All right, let me just go over to your how many people are here on the stream. Wow, a lot of people are here. I'm gonna take some random alts, right, and do some TA on that. There, I see REEF. Let me just see what that is, and then we'll see if I can do a chart on that. EF. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at the reef. Okay, well, this thing has bottom. You are definitely buying. If you're interested in this coin, you're definitely buying the lows. You're not buying the highs. There's probably not much room for it to go further down. As you can see, I have a buy order just in case it gets like really cold out here and comes down and tests the bottom once again. But with the altcoin season moving in the positive direction, and I don't see this thing coming to meet my fill. But hey, I'm going to keep it there just in case if things get ugly. There could be, like, someone who does a rage quit, says no, I'm out, and then and then I get paid. So let's just see what happens, and you can see where I'm taking half on a baby should this take off. Let me head over to the crypto bubbles and take a look at some other coins that are out there and see how they did. DNT, let's see here, especially all the ones that have done like 100% priced in Bitcoin. I mean, come on, that's where the little old lady shines. You get a solid asset that's going up in value. What the heck? Why is it not did they stop listing, delist it? Oh no, it's only listed on USDT, and they're not listing it on Bitcoin. But you can see there's a big rise in DNT priced in both USDT and Ethereum. Wow, okay. Well, whether you take your profits in Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's all good, folks, because you know what? Both those coins are solid coins to own. You can see that DNT priced in Ethereum has come back to the 88.6 as a key level. And you know what? We're too high for me to say I recommend this as a buy anymore. It's already left the building. It's already the rocket boosters are on, and away she's gone. If you were buying down here, yes, that's fine. Yeah, can this thing come back and take out the all-time highs? Yes, it could. And if it did, right, that would give you like a lot of doubles, right? So is this a horrible place to buy? It is, in a sense that we've gone way too far, too fast as it is. If you really, really, really want to get some of this, right, I would suggest you'd like at least, draw your fibs and, wait for even the 50% level to come back at you. See if you can get there. But most likely the 61.8 is where you should really be a buyer, because this is too far, too fast. And there isn't a clean W breakout here, so I'm concerned that this thing, whoops, let me just bring that back there, that this thing could come back even as far as the 78.6. So I would definitely put your buy orders at the 88.6 before the 61.8. Sorry, 61.8. Just to nibble at this to see if you can get in and join the rocket ride should it continue higher, and it might. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see if there's any coins you guys want me to talk about. Yes, I see. A lot of people started spamming. Okay, so I'm going to have to do something about that. All right, and go into slow mode. Okay. So, all right, no more spamming. And because you spammed AVX too much, I'm not doing AVX. So, let's see here. I'm gonna do some non-spammy coins here. So FTM, there we go. Thank you, JP, for the FTM call. All right, there we go. FTM. Okay. Let's see what the FTM has got for us today. Well, you can see that I'm just sitting there like with my hands underneath my seat, going like, oh man, I missed this, right? It left the building and didn't quite get a piece of this this coin. That's the way it is, right? Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Actually, I was looking to probably just buy it at the market and just below the market, and I was just so close, and it just didn't quite make it back to my level, and wow, that's too bad. You can see that it's already taken off. I'm not going to chase this thing. It was I think I already have a little bit of it already, so that's good. So I just have to wait for my next double, which is way up in the stratosphere. You can see that it came all the way back to the 88.6, and I wanted to get some here, and I just could not get it. Didn't break through the lows, which is also a great sign. If we want to get this right, we have to go, okay, we missed this, be honest, and let it go. All right, and then set our fibs and see if we can get in at the 61.8. Unlikely at this point. Right, we could have probably done it on this move right here. You can see the 61.8 was pretty close, but generally the 50% level is where you definitely get a hookup. If you're chasing after a coin, you're like, oh no, I missed it. So you keep moving your fibs, right? What you do is you move your fibs, and then maybe the 50% level is your level to say, okay, well, hey, you know what, I will settle for the 50%, even though it's not exactly a Fibonacci extension. It's Fibonacci level, and you see you could have gotten the 50% level. I wouldn't say it's a guarantee. It's easier entry. If you really wanted a guaranteed entry, when you realize the market has left and you don't want it to be buying outside the Bollinger Bands, that would be horrible. The 38.2 is where you'd want to be a buyer of any of these coins. Should you try to chase this? But keep in mind, right? This thing could come back all the way back down here before it actually does its run, right? So it could do some big W before it does it, right? And then off we go. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're chasing these things. So there's always opportunities, better opportunities somewhere else. Okay, what else do you guys got for me? Okay, that's better. Not too much. No more spamming the chat room. Shiba Inu. Okay, so that's one that I've loaded the boat on myself. Well, I didn't load the boat really. I mean, I got a few thousand of it, but yeah, I missed this one. I honestly did. When somebody told me about Shiba, it was like it was a lot lower than this, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I missed this big pump. And I was like, no way, no way. So I waited. I've been patient, and I've been buying the lows here on Shiba, and now it's starting to roll upwards. I don't expect it to do a big pump in this next run because of this big pump. I expect it in the following altcoin season, because we could end this season somewhere around October, and then have a little bit of a winter coming up. So I expect, I see that this coin probably will not do anything majorly in this alt season because of this stupid pump. A lot of people are just like, oh my god, if this thing gets like back up here just a little bit more, I'm gonna dump it and never buy it again. So you're gonna get a lot of that, a lot of selling pressure as it tries to break out on this coin. So expect that. So I tried to buy the lows as best as I could on Shiba, and so far this is looking like I did. I probably should little lady out of this in the dollars, but I don't know if I want to because of the massive amount of printing, the massive amount of stimulants that will go into the stock market if it's so much as the sneezes the wrong way. I'm a little concerned that the Federal Reserve is ready to print money without limit should the market start to tank. Everything is dependent on the market now. The whole revenue of the United States government for tax revenue is dependent on the stock market. If that were to go down, they'd wipe out their tax revenue completely. So it is 100. It is definitely their Achilles heel, and so we know that they're not going to let that market fall, even though it's like extremely overvalued by I don't know, hundreds of percent according to the Buffett indicator. Okay, let's take a look and see what else is here. Can you look at DFYN? Thanks. I don't know what DYFN is. If it's not in the in my local charts, I don't think I want to do that, right? It's probably like, yeah, it's an obscure coin, and so I want to do something more mainstream. So alrighty, so let's take a look at requests for ADA XML. All right, so ENG, Shiba, Nano. Oh, you know what? I haven't done Nano in a long while. Everybody, the nanobots, man. I gotta make them happy, right? There's lots of nanobots out there. Right? Even though my problem with Nano is it's just as concentrated the wealth as I think what's it called, Dogecoin. So yeah, my only concern about Nanocoin is that Nano. Well, actually, you know what? It's probably it's not in a bad situation for you to be a buyer. You can see this was the bottom here that we're probably never going to break. Nano's in a good position here. We've come all the way back to the 88.6. All right, for that, and yeah, there you can see there was a lot of potential. The buyers came in there. So this is definitely the new bottom for Nano. So let's just see if we can probably get in and buy this thing. You can see we're below the 78.6. So that is what that means for me is that, it's okay for you to nibble this thing and buy this right where we are at. And even more so, you can see that we came to the 50% level of this whole move. Let me just set this a little bit better and accurately. And let me just have the magnet on, so next time it's a little bit more accurate. So you can see of the whole move, we come back to the 50% level. The 61.8 would be nicer to be at the buying area level. but there might be a little bit of some trouble for it to get down there. Yeah, so buying here, I wouldn't hate on you if you did. We're bouncing off the 13 EMA on the daily, so there's a good chance that this thing doesn't want to break too far below the 200-day moving average, and it wants to take off very, very soon. So the 61.8 might be hit by a scam wick down and giving you an entry. But yeah, buying here, what's a few sats amongst friends, right? This thing has a bright future ahead of it, even though its concentration of wealth is pretty tight there. And hopefully those guys don't dump on us as this thing pumps into the major bull market that's coming. Alrighty, so what else? What else do we have here? Okay, well, you know what? Before I do that, let's head over to Twitch because there's a lot of people here on Twitch. How you doing, guys, on Twitch? If you don't know, you can actually catch my live stream on Twitch absolutely free. Let's see here. Maker is one of the coins that you guys are mentioning here. Yeah, Nish is also mentioned it again. So let's take a look at Maker. Hope you guys are having fun in the chat room here on Twitch. Okay. Oops. There we go. MKR. Maker. Maker or breaker. Wow. Well, I kind of knew that this was going to eventually happen when I was looking at Maker over its history. I thought for sure that this thing was a good coin that's going to, continue its pumping. When it does pump, it's not going to come back very heavily. And yeah, you see it did not do that. And yeah, it's maintaining some level of stability. We can also see that there is some sort of breakout either might be happening here or we're still in the triangle. Let me just see here. I would say this is still in the triangle. I don't know. But the good thing is right here, this trend line is not, this trend line is pretty clear that what it wants to do there. And you can see, oops, it is absolutely clear that we are, the lower bound is set and it's not going to break it. What we could do, let's see here. If there's any kind of clear, I don't like this. Like this, this symmetrical triangle. It's okay. But you know what? This thing has serious bullish potential. I would expect this thing to break out any minute and head higher. I'm not sure if you want to buy here, but if you do, hey, you know what? Just make sure if you're not little and letting it, your stop loss should be right about at the 0.07 sats, 0.07 Bitcoin. Sorry, that would indicate something is definitely wrong if we break below this, heavily below this trend line. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got for? What else you have for me? Can't play with my yo-yo. All right, Markham. You can't play with my yo-yo. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play you out. You can't play with my yo-yo. That's an actual song. Anyways, yeah, I was looking at yo-yo and thinking that yes, it was bottoming. Didn't quite bottom quite where I was entering. You can see here it was ski sloping down, and then once it broke, that's it. We're off to the races. And gave you a chance to get in again on it before it actually exploded in a massive move. You can see now that it's coming back. Can you get some of this? Yes, you can, but make sure you do it at a decent level, which we're pretty much at. You can enter here at the 61.8. Most likely just above this this wick here is where you'll see some resistance. So we're just near that. That's where you want to get a nice clean entry before this thing continues a lot higher to some yo-yo levels. Alrighty, looking, this coin's been around for quite a sufficient enough time that now that we've gone sideways, this could explode into impossible territories in the next bull market. So depending on the fundamentals and looking at the overall volume, and you can see that people have not left the coin as the price has come down. People have bought in. So yeah, there must be some serious fundamentals on this coin that I'm not privy to. So I'm wondering what that might be, because yeah, the people are very, very interested in this coin. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's do one more coin, and then we'll head off into the sunset. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Nice number of people watching. Thank you all for coming today. 500 of you. I'll make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, the bell button and all. And if you want to join us, remember, right, you can join us at www.davincij15.com. Also, use any of our referral links, like if you want to trade alts on Binance, right, you can use our referral links. And make sure you own some DJ15 tokens, because hey, you know what, I buy 12.5% of all of my revenue, take 12.5% of all my revenue, and I buy up DJ15 tokens and burn them. So yeah, head over there and do that today. Okay, yeah, and there's a 50% off, right, if you subscribe. And yeah, you can see, we have like some videos. Let me just head over to the, I have like a very long video that that's available here in our group that will go over all the different alts. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's up there. And yeah, it's a very long video, and yeah, you guys can watch this video if you subscribe. And it goes over a lot of alts, a 2-hour video. So check that out if you subscribe today. Okay, let's see here. Let's go over to let's do, before we close it off, let's do one last coin. What do you think? I'm gonna go and see what this is saying. TRU. Let's see here. TRU. This coin has blasted off big time, priced in Bitcoin. And you know, it's really important to take profits in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money, and you can see, wow, got quite a few doubles here, as this thing has still, like, I bought this thing right down here, thought I had the lows, but that's okay. It just went a little bit lower, and boom, off she went. Boom, boom, kaboom. And it's too late to buy this, of course, here. Right? You want to buy this way, like absolutely at the 78.6, right, or 61.8. Don't even bother. If this thing goes higher, fine, let it go. Don't chase it. It's not worth coming in here and trying to find profits in something that's already done, you know, quite a few X's from the bottom. You see here, like a 10x, right? Yeah, 10x from the bottom. Yeah, so yeah, you don't want to do that, right? So let's avoid that altogether, because you know, you should be selling up here, not buying up here. Okay, that's what you should be doing. Only noobs do that. All right. Well, I thank you all for watching. Thank you for coming in to watch today's live stream. We'll be doing another live stream tomorrow, right? For subscribers of DaVinciJ15.com. So if you're not part of that, you need to come on down and join us. So thank you all. And remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.